5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, create.
One, 2, 3, 4, It's okay. I asked them to be here. Hi, I'm Jemima, and this is 5, 6, 7, Create, a series of online workshops by Black Hole Theatre about making puppets from everyday household items. The other day I was stuck at home and I was bored, like so bored. And I was looking around the house and I realized that everything was alive. Well, not really, but in my imagination, I could see everything coming to life. I'll show you what I mean. I want to make a puppet out of this toilet roll. I went out and I did a bit of an adventure in the garden because I decided to use a bit of nature to inspire my puppet instead of using like cardboard or paper that I could cut out. So I found these really cool flowers that are little eyeballs, and I thought it needs a head. So I went and found these really fun leaves. I've just got green ones, but I'm sure you could choose different colors like yellow or red, or maybe there's even purple leaves out there. I don't know. So I'm going to use this beautiful green leaf. So my beautiful cute little flowers here, I tried sticking them on with masking tape and it just got a bit too tricky because my fingers kept getting in the way. So I found some blue tack and I'm going to pull off into some little bits of blue tack, little tiny balls, smaller than a pea, and I'm going to stick them on the back of my flowers. And I'm going to look at my leaf and go, perfect. Doesn't have to be precise. You know, puppets, they always have a life of their own. Oh, 2 eyes, look at that. Amazing, it's already coming to life and that's only the head. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side. Whoops, I squished my flower, that's okay. I'm going to put that to the side and I'm going to start creating the body of my puppet. So using this toilet roll. So I've cut it down the center and then it opens. And flatten it out. And then I flip it over. This is where I bring in my trusty sidekick, either a pen or a texter. So I've just got a texter here. Maybe don't use a permanent one, it'll get stuck on your fingers all day. So I open my pen. I'm going to use 2 fingers. I'm going to use 2 fingers. I'm going to place them on here, right at the bottom of my toilet roll, and then I'm going to remove that middle finger so I've got a gap. I'm going to trace my other finger all the way around to the knuckle, so I'm left with that, a little funny finger shape. Then I'm going to do the same on the other side, and it's about up to my knuckle. Then I put the lid back on my texter. So now I'm left with these 2 little loopy bits. That's where I'm going to cut, and that'll become the finger holes for my puppet. So I get my scissors. So I've cut out 2 sections. There we go. I now roll it up in the center so it makes it a round toilet roll again. This is where it gets tricky, and sometimes it's easier with a helper because I'm going to get some masking tape and stick it back together and recreate my toilet roll. So I hold it together. Oh, great example. My edges don't match up perfectly and that is totally fine. So stick that back together like so. That's only got 1 piece of masking tape and I think that'll be fine. A smaller piece, I need to stick the bottom together. Stick that over there. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, giving it a bit of character. So I've stuck my center seam back together, but I'm left with this gap here. Boop. That's going to be where I can put my fingers in to give my puppets some legs. How fun's that? So I have a puppet's body and a puppet's head. Huh, what else does a puppet have? A body, some feet, maybe some arms? I reckon. I might be able to find something around here for arms. I have this really fun thing here. It was like a bread tie. So it's a metal tie, a twist tie I think they might be called, but this one's gold. But I only have one, so I might just cut it in half and make 2 arms. So I'm gonna get my masking tape, or I could use blue tack, whichever you've got or you prefer. And then this is down the bottom, so it's for my legs. So I kind of look at it and go, where would my puppet's arms go? It needs some arms. This is kind of fun because it's got a little bit of wire in it so they move. You could do floppy arms, you could use wool or string, or maybe like a stem from a flower could be your hands. Flower hands, who knows, depends what you're using. So I've got some arms, a body. I think I might attach my head now. I'm gonna use some of my blue tack. I'm gonna use a bigger blob. I'm gonna stick it at the top of my puppet there. It's like a little nose. Oh, how cute's that? Okay, so then I'm gonna stick my leaf on. Getting distracted, Jemima, that's okay. So I stick my leaf on. So now I have a bit of a leaf head, some arms, and a body. And then I have my feet. How is my puppet? If it was to talk, I might put a mouth on it. So I have looked around my kitchen because I like tracing shapes, and I found this really fun jar. So it's got a square for a bottom, and I can always use round on the lid. So I think my puppet should have a square mouth. So I've got some paper. Let's go pink so it doesn't match the eyes. So I've got some pink paper. I'm going to put my square on there. I've got a pen. I'm going to trace around that. So I've got a square shape, if you can see it. And I'm going to cut that square. So now I've got this square mouth. Oh, puppet. I'm going to use masking tape. I have this fun trick. I like to roll it up on itself so it becomes double-sided tape. Sometimes it sticks to my hands though, but that's all right. I stick it on the back side of my square, and then, I'm going to have a minute to look at my puppet. How do I want it to go? Do I want it to be a flat square? Maybe this way. Before I stick it on, because my leaf is quite fragile, I'm going to draw some teeth on my puppet. It's going to have square teeth. This is the top of my puppet's mouth and this is the bottom. I'm going to draw some square teeth. You could draw pointy teeth. You could draw no teeth. Maybe it has big lips. I don't know. Whatever you feel your puppet needs. So that's my puppet's mouth. All right, so I've got my piece of paper and I'm going to stick it on to my puppet's mouth. So now we have eyes for focusing. We have a mouth. Looks a bit scary. Ooh, I've got some arms. And then I've got my feet. I'm going to quickly show you how to make some fun shoes for your puppet so that your fingers don't just look like fingers, but they look like feet. And I'm just going to cut a strip, maybe, let me have a look, maybe 1 or 2 fingers wide. Then I'm going to roughly measure it around my finger so it goes all the way around. Haha, look at that. 2 little feet. Boop, 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 boop. So I pop them through in the back like so. And then, I think my puppet's finished. Ha, look at that. Thank you, puppet. All right, now that we have made our puppet, we're gonna bring it to life. So I've got some easy little tips to bring any puppet to life. Like us, they need to breathe. So we breathe in and we breathe out. So our puppet, when it breathes in, it's gonna lean back just a little bit. And then when it breathes out, it's gonna lean forward. So breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Good work, puppet. Do you wanna stand up? Good work. All right, so unlike us, our puppets don't have eyeballs, so they can't look where they're gonna go. So they have to turn around and look where they're gonna go. And then they head that way. Good work. So it gives our puppet a bit of intention. So we look, we're gonna go this way. Okay, let's go over here. All right, puppet. So we've learnt to breathe and we've learned to look. What about some emotions? So come back onto my hand. Great work. So my little puppet friend, if you were scared, so a big scary monster comes in and goes, "Roar!" and you go, "Oh!" and hide, how might you be scared? Oh, so we're shaking, good work. Pop up to see if we're safe. Ooh. Oh, that's one bit of scared noise. It's okay, the monster's gone. All right, so that was scared. What about if someone tells you you're having pizza for dinner and that makes you really excited? What might you do, puppet? You might do a dance. Pizza, 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 pizza. Oh, that's a good one. That's a happy, nice dance. All right, puppet, this whole time I've just been referring to you as puppet. What's your name? What do you mean, what's my name? Well, I haven't met you properly and I don't know your name. My name's Lisa. Lisa, and my favourite thing to do is run really, really fast. Oh. So I would like to go somewhere where I can do some exercise. All right, Lisa, let's find somewhere we can go for a bit of a jog. Okay. On your marks, get set, go!
Lisa?
I'm running a marathon! I won! I had so much fun creating this puppet today, and I hope you enjoyed it too. I can't wait to see what you might make. And if you do make something, make sure you take a photo or a video and you can send it to us. You'll find us on Instagram at 567_create, or you can email us at info@blackholetheatre.com.au. We'll see you at our next workshop. Bye! Do you want to hear a joke? Lisa, I would love to hear a joke. Okay. Knock, knock. Who's there? Ice cream. Ice cream who? I scream if you don't let me in. Lisa, that was a really good one, actually. Thanks. Hey, do you want to see my moonwalk? I would love to see your moonwalk. Okay. That is really good, Lisa. I know, I've been practicing.